The P90, one of my all-time favorite PDWs. I first encountered this design with a simulated laser tag version way back in 2014, and I immediately fell in love with the way it handled, the elevated sights, and its compact form factor, all in a slick sci-fi package. 6 years later, while working as a ranged safety officer, I got to try the real thing, and boy was it fun. So now here in 2022, I figured it was high time I tried my hand at an AIRSOFT version. For clarity's sake though, this is not the SEMA branded one, nor is it the Tokyo Marui, or even the Navrich or the Crytek one. No, this is the Cybergun fully licensed FNP90. It was, however, OEM'd by SEMA. So why are so many people trying their hand at this weird little submachine gun? Well, to find out, we're going to have to take a look at the ergonomics. The P90 is sort of a weird beast, in that it simultaneously is the most comfortable airsoft gun I've ever had the pleasure of using, and also still slightly uncomfortable. Let me explain. The short distance from the shoulder means that getting on sight is incredibly fast and easy, and while you could train an AR to be just as fast, physically having less distance means you lose less energy to hold the thing up. On the field, I found myself looking down my sight and keeping my gun up far more than I did with my M4 rifles because, well, it was just easier. One downside of that small size, though, is that I found my body hunching around the gun a lot more. It made me a smaller target, sure, but it also wasn't the most comfortable pose. In addition, I really love the shape of the grip. Having both my hands in that position made for a very comfortable handling of the gun, but the size of the holes and the angle at which I held this gun made it so that my fingers were a bit sore by the end of the play day. And it's for this reason I highly recommend finding a sling setup that will work well with this gun. This is also one of the best guns I've ever had for being prone or in tight areas of brush. There's no magazine hanging down beneath the gun, so it means that you're not running into that bumping up against the ground, making it hard to aim and shoot. But how well does this platform perform on the field? Well, in order to find that out, I think it's best to take it to the field. Today we're going to Forest Fire to test out the Cybergun FNP90.
There's 3 donuts.
I like donuts.
Me too. Side.
Reloading.
And this is one of the things that's a little awkward about the P90. Reloads are going to be a bit different than most guns just because of the mag design and loading design. One of the things I love, though, about the P90 is how small of a target I can present to the enemy while still being able to shoot, which makes it really hard for people to pin me down right here.
Contact down. Multiple contacts down. Contact down. One right behind the contact. Not gonna lie, I love this thing. Thinking about crossing over to the left, but I don't know if I'm gonna get friendly fired.
On the left side?
Yeah.
How's it looking? I'm gonna cross.
Yeah, they keep getting shot down.
Yeah,
But the other thing too is we got friendlies. Hey, heads up. Me and him are gonna try and cross. Try not to shoot us, okay? All right.
Yeah, I'll go
Good.
okay.
All right.
at that window. Go ahead.
No visual from this window.
Careful of the left. Move left. Go ahead.
Flank to the left.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, copy. I'm hearing shots from our left. I don't know where. Oh, behind you. We got one enemy behind us. Sorry, I'm on a reload right now.
I'm able to stay real low here whilst reloading thanks to the design of the PDW. But again, with the reloads being awkward, I fail to fully seat the magazine, which will give the enemy enough time to shoot back at me.
Copy. Good shit, you got him right as I saw him. Maybe not. I don't know. Behind us. That's an enemy. Yeah. I think someone got him. Okay, on the right. Oh, dead walking. I'll have to ask if that was no bands. Hello. Look down. Hit. Are you no bands? Are you no bands? You got a band. Okay, cool. Good hit. Good kill.
The easy handling of the P90 also makes handling other items on the field like grenades a snap. That doesn't help though if, like me, you have butterfingers.
That was resting right in the window if anyone else was inside. Friendly fire. No bands.
I also love the P90 for underbrush environments like these. Its rounded design keeps it from snagging on twigs and branches. Its smooth design also means I suspect it might also make for a good secondary for snipers that would like a bit more firepower than a pistol offers, well, provided it's kept on a sling.
No bands.
Oh, wait, are they out?
Nope. Enemy. Contact down.
I also had my gun slightly overhopped here while still using 3.2 BBs, which means that this gun can thankfully lift some heavier BB weights, but for me means that it is a bit harder to hit my target in this gameplay.
Friendly fire! No bands! What? Yeah? I know, I'm no bands! I'm no bands, which means I'm shooting at you. That's the point of AIRSOFT. I know! I'm gonna walk off the field. There's not enough time to respawn.
So summing it all up, what do I think about the P90 platform? Well, it's honestly got a lot going for it. It works wonderfully in the hand and has a smart design. The parts on it that are different aren't that different, meaning it's not going to be that much of a nightmare to upgrade depending on what you're doing to it. First on my list is probably going to be a spring change and a hop-up adjustment. It points surprisingly naturally, and fitting it through doorways and tight spaces and brambles is a breeze. Its elevated sight rail even helps large mask users to use their sights more effectively. And whilst those are genuinely great things, you are trading them for a hollow, plasticky feeling trigger, and magazines that make loading the damn thing a bit awkward and weird, especially if you're used to, well, ARs and AKs, or hell, most airsoft guns. Though if you are willing to lose some of, realism, there is a drum or hopper that can be fed off of M4 mags that I think adds to the sci-fi charm of the thing. Wrapping things up, the gun does have some quirks, but it has quirks that many airsofter has built entire kits around, and thus has plenty of fans. For me, until I fully upgrade it, I suspect this will remain my backup gun of choice, or even my selection when I'm looking for something a bit different from my usual M4 fare. Before I go, I want to know, what does everyone else think of the P90? Do you love it? Hate it? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, have a great day, don't be a cheater, and that's all, folks.